Interestingly, as the Ben is depicted sometime, it's depicted as this almost like this pyramidum, where it has this little window with the people in it, which looks very much like a capsule from a Saturn V rocket, right? Where they're looking out. And it was deemed to be, you could use it as some sort of a vehicle or the power for a vehicle to go into space. That's how the Egyptian texts describe it as, and it's likely why NASA is looking into it now. But again, it's applying a lost technology from antiquity. We talked about, out of the Knights Templar, and this is jumping ahead a little bit, formed Freemasonry. One of the primary utilities of Freemasonry, and anybody who goes through the Masonic degrees are taught this whether they realize it or not, is Freemasonry is designed to give people the tools, all the tools that they'll need. If they understand the full Masonic system, not only will they understand the historical implications of where these technologies came from, there's a lot of emphasis on the Ark. I mean, everyone knows Freemasonry is obsessed with Solomon's Temple. Well, why was Solomon's Temple built? It was built to hold the Ark. And what did the Ark hold? It held the manna. But contained within the Masonic system is designed to give people all the tools to rebuild civilization should it collapse again. It's looked at the past, that there was this cataclysm, there was this attempt to preserve any knowledge, philosophy, whatever that we could out of it. This is what the Templars did. This is what they were trying to collect. I mean, 1,000 years ago, not only were the Templars doing all the study in Egypt, but within Egypt, it also led them up into places like Göbekli Tepe, where there's Templar graffiti to this day from 1,000 years ago. And what they were trying to understand was what happened during the cataclysm. What can we gain from that cataclysm? How can we rebuild the new Atlantis? And then how could we preserve knowledge should the cataclysm happen again? So Masons are taught things like trying to understand and know the 7 liberal arts and sciences. These are things you're going to need to know to rebuild civilization. They're taught things about how to governmental structure. They're taught things contained within the degrees are the secrets of this alchemical process, so people can make their own medicines. You're not going to be able to go to the pharmacy, after civilization collapses. You're going to have to be able to extract it from nature. All of these things are contained within the system, whether Masons realize it or not. And so when the United States of America was set up, it was set up to become the new Atlantis. And in fact, Francis Bacon, in his book, The New Atlantis, and he was a Templar, there's a very interesting story in The New Atlantis. It talks about how there were these people that shipwrecked on an island. And they referred to themselves as the College of Solomon. And the head of the College of Solomon was wearing a turban with a red equal cross on it, which was, of course, the Templar symbol, right? And they're on this island, and one night they looked out, and they saw and by the way, this island was in a place where they knew where they were, but the rest of the world didn't know they existed. So they're living on this island, and one night they look out and they see this light in the sky that seems to be hovering there. And it almost looks like a cross. So they sail their boat out to it, and then there's some sort of force field that's keeping them from getting any closer. What does this sound like? Does it sound like a UFO? So then this UFO, or whatever, this light in the sky, spits a book out to them. And in the book, it describes how to create all kinds of new technology and new medicines and everything else. So then the College of Solomon goes to work building these technologies in order to create a new Atlantis.